Hello and welcome to Editing with My Wife, now with more blind runs. My name is The Hooded Philosopher and I'm here with Cheesy Loops. Cheesy Loops, what's the plan today?
Questioning what that even means. More blind runs?
What does it mean to have more squares and less hip cats? And a blind run is a game you're doing the run blind. Whatever game you're playing, the end result is obtained and you're blind in some way. Whether it be visually or some metaphorical sense of the word blind.
I see.
Blind run.
I see.
So like there was that really good GDQ Punch Out where the guy did it blind, folded. And that would technically be a blind run.
Right.
And I think that you could also call like a rehearsal a blind run.
Okay.
Like you don't know what you're doing, or you're going into it blind, so the rehearsal is there, so you don't go into the thing blind.
I see.
You're doing the rehearsal first. I think that's all I was saying. I can stop talking.
Okay. Another chapter.
Okay. That's all you, girl.
Chapter 5. Love me more.
I dare you.
Yeah, you got it right. Up in the tower, a pool of strange smelling water reflected nothing. Blue flames. Frick?
It should be Frick's blue flames. The ones that he conjures for her.
Oh!
Those blue flames.
Okay. This'll help. Hand me the hat. She removed it, handing it to Malgastaflorian, who tossed it casually into the flames. She was startled, looking to the old wizard for comfort. He just threw it in the flames. It is far to the east, maybe 2 towns over. It is a middle-aged man. His eyes were closed. He is a leader in that town, a former prince. Oh dear, he said, reaching into the fire, grabbing the hat. The king of Grix died, but he left an heir. I'm afraid it is a vendetta spell. In order to end it, you must end him.
There's a lot of punctuation problems in here.
This is my first read through of this chapter. With her task in hand, she took the hat back and donned it. His voice filled her with comfort. How do I get there? She asked. The problem is that the magic is not always reliable. It may be he is not as smart as we give him credit. If that's the case, head east to the second town. You'll find him there. If not, look for something out of place. That is how magic turns directions. His eyes turned to look out the window. I'm needed elsewhere. And with that, he leapt out the window. She descended the stairs. She came up.
He just jumps out the window and he's done.
Well, the next sentence doesn't make any sense either. She began to walk through her...
She previously came up. She descended the stairs that she had come up. She went down the way they came. He jumped out the window.
Up. Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
I can see that could be confusing though.
She began a walk through her beloved forest. Thoughts of Frick's cooking back in the cabin floated under her head. The forest offered her small creatures to eat, but she was concerned she would never have another delicious meal. She was hungry, so the forest provided some fruit and berries. She ate as she walked, deep into the night. It was late, but she decided to stop for some rest, and she put up her bubble just in time. A black creature was attacking it. She had trouble seeing it as it shifted against the darkness. She paid it no mind, setting up her tent and getting some rest, hat clutched close to her. She awoke to birdsong. Her heart fluttered with it. Frick's absence added a melancholy to the beauty. She savored it. When she put the hat on, his voice comforted her further. I want to talk to you, Frick. I miss you, she said flatly to the hat. She was beginning to feel the loneliness her trip demanded of her. She needed to go talk to the forest. After stepping out of her tent, as she was cleaning up her space, she asked the forest, Has the sun helped you grow this morning? The forest responded with several different points of view. Growing hearty, love felt, save Frick. Chatty today, are you? She said, putting her pack on her shoulders. We missed you, the foliage said. She smiled. I missed our time together too, but May looked up to see the bark saying, Save Frick. I love Frick, And I need him with me. You know that. That's a weird sentence. She started walking. We love Frick, it told her. Fire quenched her. May's love. The forest's love. Oh, the forest explained. Oh, it's so cute. Are you talking about the time he used the ocean to put out a forest fire? It sounded so painful to me. He had to do something. Her recollections brought tears to her old eyes. The forest knew just how to make her feel better. They offered her her favorite fruit for breakfast. She ate on the way, saving up energy for a fight with this former prince. The prince hurts, the tree said, as if reading her mind. His tree, his growth, gone. What? Why? What happened? And why would he do it to Frick, she begged. The trees are lost. Its way of saying it doesn't know. They walked for a while, chatting back and forth about the forest's interest. It was hard for humans to grasp the words of the forest. Even harder for a hat. As the sun rose to the highest point, the forest pointed her to a group of your own kind. It was the next town over. Many people were bustled about, looking for something to do, if they weren't already on their way to do their important appointments. Some people did stop and stare at the octogenarian woman. That is a tough word. I think I can get it, but in bright shining armor. It reminded her of when her body was at its finest. She felt young. She walked into the nearest inn and bar. Her legs could use a rest. Her mind needed a shot of whiskey. She sat at the bar and handed the barkeep some coin, asking for her shot. He provided it wordlessly. She took it down. This particular bar was a place to meet people. That must be why some people she knew walked in. It was a wizard from this town, Zeka, her long black hair and well-buttressed bosom. How do you say that word? Buttressed?
Buttressed.
Buttressed bosom gave her confidence that other women never had. Or maybe it was magic. Were you looking at her bosom? May whispered her exasperation. That was her giveaway. May, what are you doing in our little town? She turned around on the stool. And where is dear Frick? Frick is in his hat, May said, again reminding her of her grief all over again. Did the old fool mess with a power he had no business being a part of? She pointed at the old hat. That's kind of an abrupt place to end. Huh.
I could add a little more, I think.
Probably, yeah, because it's kind of dead stop there. And then it talks about Zeka a little bit and Frick trying to say that she's just a friend. Puppy! Look how cute she is! Look at this belly! She doesn't even know how cute she is, huh, puppies? Appendage. 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 Hey. Hey. You're cute. You don't want face pets today, you just want belly pets? Want some face pets?
Is that any better?
Did the old fool mess with the power he had no business being a part of? She said, holding the old hat. Zeka sat in the stool next to May. Her sharp features were far too youthful for May's liking. She pick it up off her head?
May said, "Oh, I thought I handed it to her."
No.
Or grabbing the whole hat off her head.
That might be better.
Although it isn't talked about in the next chapter. Because it's not really her hat, and like Zeka would know it's Frick's hat, and she's got a relationship with these two people. They know each other a little bit.
Right. Zeka sat in the stool next to May. Her sharp features were too youthful for May's liking. Capitalize May. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be the mouse. I got a doggo though.
Okay, so we go up to that first red line and we see wizard, and that should be divine, or not divine, arcane disciple.
Another reason for May to be a little jealous.
Because it's one of Frick's friends, not hers.
Well, not only that, but it's an arcane disciple.
Yes, he's one of his people. I for some reason capitalized the I there. That's the wrong screen.
Oh, it's the wrong screen!
Oh, there's 2 marks there. Wonderful job, Tony. Right there, just that.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
That's not the right word.
That is disciple. Disciple.
That's weird.
Disciple.
Okay.
Took it down. Is that the right way of saying that? Drank it whole.
Drank it whole would be better, yes.
Drank it in one gulp.
Quickly. Drink it quickly. Because, I mean, a shot, you do that anyway, but it's the expediency of which you're trying to express that she needs this drink.
Yeah.
So, octogenarian.
Some people did stop and stare at the octogenarian woman in shining bright armor. That should actually not have a comma there if I'm going to leave it in there. But you stumbled over it, and I thought I could say something other than octogenarian.
No, I don't think so, because it's basically that she's 80 years old.
Well, let's look at Google and make sure.
Context
Lucky for me,
clues.
there's already one open.
Guys, I really, really, really hope
Why
that
didn't that
today
work?
is actually Friday for me. Where's the dog going? Where you going? You want to go, baby? This is a good girl. You got this. Whee!
What was I looking up?
Octogenarian.
Just make sure I have the right word. Yeah, 80 and 89 years old.
Yeah.
She's over 80 years old.
Hey, do me a favor.
But that's a fine statement.
I can't see.
Oh yeah.
Ta-da!
They couldn't see this either. It was on this screen.
Yeah.
That's the screen we're seeing. Just
Yeah.
in case you're worried. Okay.
No, I wasn't worried. I couldn't see it.
It's
I'm
mine.
more important
The prince
than
hurts,
you.
the tree said, as if reading as if hearing the hat, is what I meant to say. Because the hat says...
She ate on the way, saving up energy.
for a fight for the former prince. And it's like the hats heard her and started talking about the prince. I heard the hat.
I don't think it's that so much as they...
You don't like it at all?
No, I didn't mind it. As if reading her
As
mind.
if they heard the hat.
No. Okay. I didn't have a problem with your original line.
I did. That's why I marked it red.
Okay, so fix it.
Did you like it the way...
What? His trees, his growth gone. Why? What happened? And why would he do it to Frick?
Do you want to speculate?
No.
It's prince of a former fallen kingdom.
Uh-huh. Oi!
That's enough of that.
No
That's
need.
more than enough of that.
Don't do that.
Okay. Anyway. It sounded so painful to me, he had to do something. It sounded like it was so painful.
So, she can hear the pain of the forest.
Uh-huh.
And he can see her upset over the forest being in pain.
Out of her pain.
Yeah.
Not his pain. For some reason, it's not. You have to click after you delete the red thing.
Yes. It sounds... What if you said something to, like... It pained me to hear the forest's screams. He felt he needed to do something. Because he can't hear the forest's pain.
No, he was responding to her.
He was responding to her reaction to the forest's pain. And why didn't she do something?
Because she can't just throw ocean water onto the... She can't manipulate water or nature or anything. She just communicates with it. It's basically...
Can she ask the river to put the fire out?
Well, how is it going to do that? Can the river move like that?
I guess that's true.
That's just a river. They don't do that.
But it
just
can
stay in
harden
their
gold
home.
into steel.
Yeah. And keep itself pure. None of that is it moving.
I guess.
None of that is it doing anything outside of what a river does.
Okay.
It's like an entity itself, or entities itself. It's a they. It's an actual they. There are plenty of examples of actual theys.
That sounded a little...
I'm trying to be supportive of people who wish to go by the preferred pronoun they.
Oh, you're saying
I'm
that
saying
in
that there are people.
support of people who
Yes.
prefer their pronouns to be they.
Yes. There are. I wish to write people who exist, and those are the people that exist, and I want them to relate to certain things, and I can't relate to that. So I'm trying to figure out in my own mind how I can help them relate, how I can relate to them in my own way.
Okay.
And I can see that Zig is also from my first book.
Yeah.
Is also a they,
He,
legitimately.
They are also a they.
Yeah.
I almost said he is also a they.
Which I think he wouldn't care, because he doesn't care.
Personally, I don't think he would care.
He's a
They
communication
care.
They are a communication apparatus, and therein lies the problem with pronouns: is remembering which one when.
Yeah.
And especially since I would rather just say something quickly than try and remember exactly what everyone else wants me to say. But I care, and I'm trying to show that in my writing, that they can be a personality as well.
It can be easier to remember when you have interactions with the person more often. And I don't want to be rude to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody hurt by the things I say. But I'm a human being, and I'm stupid, and I forget.
Bound to happen. You said there was a whole problem with this.
I love Frick, and I need him with me. You know that. Oh, yes. It's... Oh. So, what it is the Force is saying, say Frick, say Frick. And this is making it seem like she's trying to convince the Force she needs to say Frick. Whereas, I love Frick, and I need him with me. Thank you for understanding.
Yeah, that's kind of what she meant, I think.
Is that this needs just to be reworded. Woo, that was too much. Thank you for helping me with it. Like... With your help. I will have him with me again. I don't even know how to say that. Oh. You had the eye in the wrong spot.
I can fix it.
There you go. Alright. We missed you. Hooded has
I just had a better way
the
of saying
fatty fingers.
Foliage.
Hit delete. This is why you can't have a mouse and a keyboard working separately.
The forest responded with several different points of view.
Alright, what's wrong with that?
I don't remember.
The forest responded
I think I'm
with
with you. I need to say it. These are like 3 different things she's reading. It's not one statement spread across the tree or in several trees. It's one here, and one here.
So make them their own sentences.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
That's a lot of...
No, just sentences. Put periods, no commas.
Oh.
That's the first step, is periods, no commas.
And I think there's several different points of view. That's from, that's why. It should say responded from several different points of view. Not with, but like from. Like the answer came from several different points of view.
Uh-huh.
That was the answer. That's what I was thinking of.
I think it's really cute.
And you're right, it needs to have periods. Those are individual sentences.
Those are very much individual sentences. It's the forest talks to her and it's cute. Growing hardy, so answering your question.
Mm-hmm.
Love felt, reason why they're growing hardy.
Uh-huh.
And then save Frick.
The whole purpose right now. The thing that matters most. Oh.
She was beginning to feel the loneliness that her trip demanded of her.
The loneliness that her trip demanded of her. And, okay.
But it's gotta go away. That's alright.
Well, read the line.
We will hang out together without him. We don't need him. We don't need him.
That's not what it says.
Yes, it says that. It says we don't need Hooded. She paid it no mind, setting up her tent and getting some rest. Hat clutched close to her. There is an echo. Can I can delete this. Okay. She paid it no mind. Paid what? Oh, the monster. That's right. She paid it no mind, setting up her tent and getting some rest. Comma.
Paid the thing instead of it.
No.
Because it's just because we've been wild. Okay, what was I doing?
She paid it no mind, setting up her tent and getting some rest. Hat clutched close to her. That was the sentence we're working on. I already deleted the red.
You can also delete this little thing. It's just a parenthesis. There's no statement.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Okay. Let's do this. Hey. Thoughts of Frick cooking back at the cabin floated in.
Period. That's all that's here.
Head.
Delete the red and then put my...
Whoa. What? The thoughts of Frick's cooking back in the
I need
cabin.
a period there. What happened was I wasn't on this one. It created another bubble, another thing to write in.
Yeah. And then capitalize the...
Okay, she descended the stairs. She came up.
That she came up. Or that...
That got her here.
That's something. Leading up to the tower or something.
It's the stairs that got her here. She descended the stairs that got her here.
Instead of jumping out a window?
Instead of that, then it says she took the stairs that brought her up here. Does any of that matter? I shouldn't have. I don't know why I put a comma there.
I don't know. You can just take it. She descended the stairs. I don't know.
You just did it.
She descended the stairs and began walking through her beloved forest. Yeah, that's much better. His eyes turned to look out a window. Need elsewhere. Yeah. And that is how magic turns directions. That is how magic turns directions. Uh-uh.
That is how magic turns directions.
It's not so much like the pause you're looking for. I thought you were going to...
I may have forgotten why I put a mark there.
Well, okay, it's the weirdness of the sentence. That is how magic turns directions. I don't think that's what you're saying. Changes direction makes better sense. It's like light. What he's talking about is like light, and you put a mirror at one spot and it bounces the light off. What he's saying is there's a magical mirror, as a metaphor, not literal, that is, the magic's getting channeled, hitting this mirror, and then bouncing.
And that mirror is Prince Eric.
And it's causing
something different to happen.
Right.
Like, what would that be? What do you think is happening here? What do you think is got Eric going on with Eric?
Well, here's the thing. There's a channeling magic keeping Frick as a hat.
Yes. Forcing him to stay as a hat.
And so the origin of this magic is at this location. But it could be somewhat of a red herring, so you don't go straight to the person who's doing it, so they're bouncing it off as something else. Is what's seeming to happen.
That is what's happening. It's bouncing off of him. He's the mirror.
Yeah.
Eric is the mirror.
So that way, they get led off track. It could be that. It could be that someone's trying to lead them off track. It could be this person doing it themselves, and there is no mirror.
Okay, good. It may be he is not as smart as we give him credit.
What does that mean? Read the sentence before it, too, if we need to.
The problem is that the magic is not always reliable.
The problem is that magic's not always reliable. Maybe he is not as smart as we give him credit. Oh, that...
Like, he's not doing the spell. He's just a mirror reflecting the spell.
Or wasn't his intended...
Target.
Not so much target, but reaction. This isn't his intended purpose.
Well, okay, yes.
Yeah, he turned Frick into a hat, but what if he was trying to destroy Frick?
Kill him entirely, yeah.
Right. So, magic's not always reliable. There could have been another reason why they were trying to do this. Yeah, I don't think there needs to be much fix there.
Okay.
And maybe he is not as smart as we give him credit. Yeah, that's fine. The King of Grix died, but he left an heir. I'm afraid it is a vendetta spell. In order to end it, you must end him.
I don't know what I was trying to change there.
A vendetta spell? That's what you highlighted. No?
I didn't have it quoted. Sorry. What?
I was just curious as what.
Why I wrote. I don't know where I don't remember why I did that.
Okay. Okay. He is a leader in that town. The former prince. Yeah, I think he just did this for quotes. And this one too. Click. There you go. Hey. Alright. Up in the tower, a pool of strange-smelling water reflected nothing. Frick blue flames flickered on top.
It's not actually Frick's flames. It's just she calls it that because she makes the yellow ones from using chemical reactions.
Are you saying that Frick came up here and put a blue flame in?
No. Malgastiflorian uses the same blue flames. The blue flames aren't specifically Frick's. It's just that to her they are.
I see.
Is that a good idea?
You could say
Or just say the blue flames. It's fine too.
blue flames that reminded her of
blue
Frick.
flames flickered on top.
Well, you said that you could say that reminded her of Frick, because then it can tie that back. That's how you tie it back to. It's a similar flame. Or reminding her of the hearth at home.
Double periods. Reminding her of what she lost.
Reminding her of what she lost. Reminding her again of what she had lost.
This will help. Hand me the hat. Toss it into the fire.
Dude, why does she not freak out in that moment?
Because she's an 80-year-old woman. She trusts Malgastiflorian. He wouldn't destroy Frick.
She was startled, looking to the old wizard for comfort.
Yeah. Wait, what? Everything's fine. I don't think it was. It's blue flame. She knows there's something different about it.
Yeah.
If it were yellow flame, she would be terrified.
Yeah.
But Malgastiflorian doing it. And look at the way he casually does things, too.
Yeah, he very much always casually does everything.
Yeah. And that's that.
I think. The only thing that we have left to do is maybe fix some commas here, but that's not why we're here.
This is the app Grammarly I should be using, apparently.
Yeah.
Well,
we should look into that. But no, other than that, I think this was a good chapter. I love the interaction between her and the forest. A little insight into, and I mean little, Malgastiflorian's flitty nature.
He just jumps out windows. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's like he's a bird.
For all you know, he did turn into a bird. And then went into a planet where there was a bird, and that bird needed to be in a specific place at a specific time in order to stop a cataclysmic event from destroying everything on the planet.
Malgastiflorian is the butterfly effect?
Yes. He's some sort of time cop.
No,
he's not even time cop. He's space-time cop. He's more powerful.
Space-time police.
No, he's more like space-time detective. But
no.
That's the end of that.
This was a cute. I mean, before we had a lot of interaction with her in the river and how it talks to her. It doesn't talk to her in vocals. It talks to her in feelings, and
yes, every other way, basically.
And then the trees, they shift their foliage in a way, and even the bark.
Yes,
too.
Yes. Well, they don't necessarily shift it. It was like set that way so that way they could say that exact statement 10,000 years in the future.
Oh,
it grew that way in that specific position. Because you can imagine that, what is that effect where you have to be in just the right perspective to see the image that was set up before you. That optical illusion. It's just like that. And I can see that the forest everywhere could have words if you just angled it just right. Or the trees moving, the foliage moving. If you angled it just right, you would see words.
Yeah.
But if you didn't know what to look for, you just wouldn't see it. You'd be blind to it. That's what I'm trying to do here.
You'd have to at first even know
that it's happening
to look for it.
Yeah.
Great. Now I want to look at trees all the time now.
Yeah.
You talking to me, tree? And they talk about, and then they get to the new town.
Yeah.
Where we meet Zeka.
Yep. And she's a main character. And I liked her. She's got a different personality than everyone else here. Who doesn't have a whole lot, I admit.
Alright.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good day.
We love you.
Bye.
Nope.
Don't edit that part into the video.
I have to.
No!
It's so funny the way you said it. It was so